Tell me you're ready.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to the show. I'm David Burrows, of course, your host, episode 109. I really appreciate you being here. I like it when we spend time together. Once a week, we get together and we talk. Well, I talk, you listen. But your comments are always welcome. You know, send me an email, show@davidburrows.ws, or comment on Facebook. I want to hear what you have to say about what's going on in our community, and share me your music thoughts as well. But anyway, just before we get started, I want to say congratulations to our mayor, Mayor Mike Bradley, celebrating 25 years recently, and I think he's done a pretty good job. 8 consecutive terms here in Sarnia, and he's quite famous, actually. Mike's not one to brag, but he's been on NBC News with Tom Brokaw, he appeared in Bowling for Columbine by film director Michael Moore, and many, many other radio and television shows. And Mike, I think you've done a really great job, so I'm glad to hear you're celebrating 25 years with us. There's a story about Mike, and actually an article that he wrote about some of the things he's learned about being a mayor in 25 years, and you can see that over at lambtonshield.com. All right, well, of course, Sarnia Kinsmen Parade coming up as we talk about Christmas this Saturday, December the 7th. It starts at 6 o'clock downtown. Always a great time. Get out, get the kids out there, bundle up. There's always hot chocolate and stuff around. So that starts 6 o'clock downtown Sarnia coming up this week, and I'm going to be down there for that. And First Friday coming up, of course, and we've got something special we're going to share with that a little bit later on the show. But first, let's go to the music scene. Here we go. Last week, Danko Jones made an appearance here in Sarnia. First time ever in Sarnia. He was excited. He said it only took 17 years, but they got him here at the Stubborn Mule. And, you know, I watched a bit of Danko Jones. I've never seen him live before, and I watched some of his videos online. I got to tell you, I'm a brand new fan. Danko Jones put on one hell of a show down at the Stubborn Mule, and we were also fortunate enough to get an interview with Danko Jones, and I really didn't know what to expect. What you see in the interview and what you get on stage, two different things, but he did take the time to talk to us. So let's go down to the Stubborn Mule right now, an interview with Danko Jones. Take a look. Here down at the Stubborn Mule tonight, getting ready for Danko Jones, and you probably hear in the background When Systems Collide performing right now. We'll show you some of that footage. But Danko Jones, thanks for being here.
Thanks for having me.
You're getting ready to put on a great performance. We've wanted to have you in Sarnia for a long time.
Yeah, we've never played Sarnia before, so it's good that we're here finally.
Yeah,
it only took 17 years.
Yeah.
18 years.
So what's the latest with Danko Jones? I mean, of course you've got your popular things that have happened to you, but most recently, what's going on with Danko?
Well, we just came from Europe a week ago. JC just came back yesterday.
Right.
But we did a month tour of Scandinavia. We did Finland, Sweden, and Norway. And that pretty much, with these 3 shows, will pretty much end the cycle for our latest record, Rock and Roll is Black and Blue.
Right.
Yeah, it's been pretty much, we just did the Upward Tour in America this past summer. We did a whole bunch of festivals in Europe this past summer. We did Soundwave this year in Australia, and we toured with Volbeat across North America.
Nice.
And we did our own European tour as well. So we've been on the road for most of the year. So it'll be nice to just wind down with these last 3 shows in Ontario.
Yeah. Now, what would you say there's a big difference? Well, of course, there's going to be a difference, but fans in Europe and fans in North America, what would you say there's the difference there?
Well, I think rock and roll is a lot more accepted in Europe.
Yeah.
The rock crowds there. There's a scene there. There's a lot of the really good rock bands come from there, and then heavy music in general comes really from Europe these days.
Yeah.
You know, there's some good bands from Canada and America and Australia, Japan, but really it's Europe that's
seems to be where everybody goes, and a lot of the big tours. Now, what's going to happen? You're going to wind down the tour. I mean, I know you're coming up with our friends Bob Noxious tomorrow, but once you wind down the tour, what's going to happen next? Are we going back into a studio or more plans?
Yeah, we go into the studio. Well, no, we start writing the next record, which we already kind of have.
Right.
We're also putting out a compilation called Garage Rock a collection of lost songs from 96 to 98, which we found.
Oh, really?
So there's going to be like 20 or 21 songs on there, and the artwork's being done by Peter Bagg, who did 8 comics in the 90s. So that's very exciting for us. And yeah, of course, our new album hopefully will be recorded this summer, and hopefully maybe by fall, winter, this time next year, it'll be out. So.
That's what we're looking for. Right on. Well, Danko, thank you so much for being here.
Thank you.
And we're going to take some footage of Danko Jones, and right now we'll go out and see the local band that's playing right now. So keep watching the show for more video here. All right, well, thank you, Danko Jones, for spending time with us here on the show. An amazing performance, and the crowd loved it. They just kept going and going and going. They even come out, they took a little bit of a break after the show, but they did come out and sign some autographs and take some photographs with the fans who were hanging around waiting to meet them. And yeah, it was just an awesome show. So we were glad to have Danko Jones down here in Sarnia. When Systems Collide, of course, you saw they opened up for Danko Jones. Love these guys. Check them out online, When Systems Collide. I just love their music, and proud to have them from Sarnia. And I know they were excited to open up for Danko Jones. So great job down there, everybody. And we're looking forward to the next big one coming down to the Stubborn Mule, which will be February the 8th. Platinum Blonde coming into town. Of course, we'll have tickets to give away for sure. All right, that's it for the music scene. Let's go into the community now. Now, kind of a combination of music and community. And This next interview is quite an adventure, I have to tell you. Mike Blackmore, formerly known as the Mike Blackmore Project. He's now the Mike Blackmore Group. But I got to tell you, we tried to have him come into town for an interview, and I couldn't make it, and I had to cancel. And then on the way out to Mike's place in Brights Grove, my van blew up and broke down. He came and saved me, and then I forgot my remote. Thank you, Mike, for bringing it back. It's just been, this interview was a lot of work. At least for Mike it was. Anyway, Mike Blackmore doing some great music around town. Not just a musical artist, but a sculptor and very creative man. And I was really happy to finally get the interview going. And we're going to talk to him right now. Let's go to the home of Mike Blackmore in Brights Grove, Ontario. Take a look, and I'll be back. All right, well, this week on the show, and boy, I got to tell you, and I will tell you later at the end of the show, you have no idea what I've gone through to get this interview, or I should say what our next guest has gone through to get me here.
It's been an adventure.
It certainly has. Mike Blackmore, thanks for being here on the show.
Hey, thank you for coming down to my Nirvana spot here.
Mike Blackmore, formerly known as the Mike Blackmore Project, but you've been playing for 30-odd years, and not just a musician, or shall we say entertainer?
Entertainer, okay.
Yeah, okay.
I like to entertain.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you also do, like we said, some sculpting and...
Sculpting, carving, building.
It's the Mike Blackmore Group now.
Yes, it is.
Who's the other two partaking in the Mike Blackmore Group?
I have Wolf Andreas von Waldo on
Say that
saxophone.
5 times fast, can you?
No. And he's on saxophone.
Right.
Everyone,
Wolf's awesome.
Everyone knows in town knows Wolf.
Wolf's awesome.
And Dave Thomas on keyboard.
You like to call your shows a different title every time you do it. Why is that?
Just call the show, well, I record every show.
Right.
So it's a way I can differentiate one pack of recordings from the next pack of recordings.
Awesome.
So I call it's like an album.
Okay. So what's coming up at Cheeky Monkey this first Friday?
Cheeky Monkey, I call that Neolithic Blues.
Wow.
That's old blues.
That's like older than septenarian.
That's pre-Mississippi blues.
Yeah. But you're not stuck on one genre yourself. Like
No.
you're blues, you're jazz, you're rock, you're a little bit of everything.
Yeah, I like to do it all.
Eclectic.
Eclectic.
Yeah.
Yes. I'm going to try something different on this Friday coming.
Are you? Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
So
we'll have to
people
look
can
for
listen and say, no.
Really?
They might say, no.
I'm interested, that's for sure. He hasn't told me anything. I have no idea. So that's cool. Something to look forward to.
Yeah.
Now, you're going to be down there at Cheeky Monkey from 6 to 9, is that
6
right?
to 9, but I'm going to go early and maybe start playing around 3.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Just for something to do?
Just because I'm there.
Yeah.
And they're letting me do it.
Yeah. And you love to do it. It shows.
I like doing it.
So you've also, you play regularly at some other places around town.
Two Amigos, we've been there a year and a half.
Yeah.
Two Amigos, and they've just changed management, so I'm waiting for the new schedule to come up for next year. And we're there on the 14th.
Right. And that's a matinee that you do there?
Matinee, 4 to 8.
Nice.
4 to 8. And that album is called Earthbound.
Okay.
And it's the picture, the album picture, is me flying over, I think it's somewhere around Kerwood.
Oh. Now, what about the art on your albums when you do put one out? Do you do that?
I do all that.
Is that right? Oh, that's
Yeah.
great. We're looking forward to seeing you down there, and we're going to check you out on Facebook as well. Now, we're going to wrap up this interview, but just before we go, you've got a video we want to play here on the show. Talk about that.
One of the videos on my YouTube page is recorded at Two Amigos. I think it was back in the springtime. And the album was called Brothers Grin.
Brothers Grin.
Brothers Grin. Wolf and Dave and I. And it's just an instrumental. I'm playing the djembe.
Right.
Dave's on the keyboard. And Wolf's on the saxophone. And we have a...
Nice little
where
jam
we
going.
just show off.
Yeah, right on. Awesome. So what's the name of this video going to be? We're going to show here?
Gear Jam.
Gear Jam.
Gear Jam.
All right. Well, Mike Blackmore, thank you so much. More than you folks know.
Thank you,
I'll
Dave.
talk about that. And we're looking forward to getting down to Cheeky Monkey this Friday for December 1st Friday, 6 to 9 p.m. Get down there and check them out. Keep watching the show right now.
Right now.
Thanks, Mike Blackmore, and truly thank you so much for saving my butt. I did break down on the way to his interview to his home in Brights Grove and saved me, and my car overheated and all that stuff. Anyway, great music in there from Mike Blackmore. Of course, that was a little bit of Gear Jam that we showed you, and of course Dave Thomas and Wolf Van Waldo in there as well. Check them out down at Cheeky Monkey this week. First Friday, they'll be down there from 6 to 9 p.m., and they'll be at Two Amigos on December the 14th. Looking forward to getting down and checking that out as well. All right, there's some more things happening in the community. I want you to take a close look at this. When we'll be back, I got a few announcements for you. Stay tuned. All right, well, there you have some of the events that are happening here in Sarnia. If you want to find out more, visit cheekymonkeysarnia.ca or sarniarocks.com for full updates of activities and events happening here in the Sarnia area. Speaking of some more music, though, I just want to talk to you about indiemusicmonthly.com, a new online magazine for independent music artists, and this is second issue coming out in December. And Sarah Smith, Into the Light, she's the feature review this month on indiemusicmonthly.com, and there's also some talk about their reviews about Dream Aria and The Boys and a few others. So check that out online, indiemusicmonthly.com. You can subscribe to that as well. It's absolutely free, and I don't mind saying I got a couple of articles in there as well, so check that out. All right, well, here's the announcement that I've been excited to tell you about, the 2014 Centennial Committee for Sarnia. Of course, they announced the New Year's Eve that's going to be happening down here in downtown Sarnia. It's going to be a lot of fun. There's even going to be something during the day for family and the young kids as well, but then at night the big kids come out. There's going to be some great live entertainment local, and they're bringing in some special acts for that as well. Visit my website, davidburrows.ws, to get more of the details on that, and we'll keep telling you all about it. It's free. You don't even have to buy a ticket to go. You just got to go. And here's what I'm excited about. Everybody's got to have an MC for the night, right? You got it. Yours truly. I'm going to be the MC for New Year's Eve festivities this year, and I'm really excited. I'm quite honored, actually, because it's a big deal. So looking forward to that. I don't know if I dyed my hair, maybe, or could I be like maybe your Ryan Seacrest? No? Okay, well, David Burrows is what you get. Going to be a lot of fun. Once again, check out my website, davidburrows.ws, for more of the details on that. And that's about it. If you want to be on the show, you know what you got to do. Send me an email to the show at davidburrows.ws. And please subscribe to this channel so you can get special featurettes and secret videos that I don't just show on the show, and you only get them if you subscribe. Or go to my Facebook page, The Show Sarnia, and sign up for my free newsletter as well. That's all the time I got for you this week. Have a great week and an even better weekend. And I'll see you next time right here in the show. Bye for now.